Hi, this is John Gabriel, and it looks like we're going to have close to 50,000 people registered for this Mind-Body Weight Loss Summit. So it's going to be a huge event, and we're getting lots of questions about all the different speakers, and so I thought I'd address some of them. For example, we're getting a lot of questions about thyroid. A lot of people have thyroid issues, which is typical when your fat programs are on. One of the things that happens is you become leptin resistant, and that causes your thyroid to be slowed. And then you go to the doctor, and it tells you to take all this kind of thyroid medication, and that causes complications too. And while it's essential to listen to your doctor, what we're discovering is there are many other solutions available. For example, Andrea Beeman, you do not want to miss her class. She had all kinds of different thyroid problems. Her doctors said that she'd have to have her thyroid removed. She'd have to be on medication for the rest of her life. So Andrea healed her thyroid naturally by dealing with some very serious emotional issues that she had, and also by dealing with digestion and eating more natural foods. And she's on no thyroid medication. Her thyroid's totally healed, so you definitely don't want to miss her class. Another big question is about live foods and living foods and how important they are for weight loss and dealing with stress and all kinds of things. For that, you definitely want to listen to Philip McCluskey, Joe Cross, and Frank Ferrante. Between the three of them, they've lost close to 600 pounds, and they're big believers in adding more live foods and juices. Also dealing with stress and emotions. Frank had a lot of emotional issues he had to deal with. He's the star of the hit DVD, May I Be Frank, which if you haven't seen, I really recommend it. And Joe Cross is also made the DVD Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. Really, really great. And Philip McCluskey's written 4 different books on juicing and health. So they're all big stars, all weight loss superstars, and you definitely want to hear their classes. Another question we're getting a lot is, what is emotional obesity? So this is something we talk a lot about in the Gabriel Method, emotional obesity. So people are asking, what is emotional obesity? How do I know if I have it, and what do I do about it? And so emotional obesity is when your body uses weight as a form of protection against some sort of past emotional trauma. It feels like the world's unsafe, and it uses weight as kind of like a buffer. And it's a tricky situation. And you'll know if you have it if you can trace your weight gain back to some sort of specific trauma that happened in the past. And if that's the case, there's a good chance that you have what we're calling emotional obesity. If that's the case, you want to listen to Paula Robbins. Paula Robbins is a hypnotherapist that we work with a lot. She does a specific type of technique called cellular release therapy that helps you get to the root cause of the trauma and helps you release it on a cellular level. So we referred a lot of people to her, and they've had great successes. So you definitely want to catch Paula's class. Also, I've had a few emails from people asking me what's pleasurable weight loss. So pleasurable weight loss is a program put together by Jenna LaFlemme, and it's really, really awesome. Basically, what she does is she focuses on joy and life and health and vitality rather than all of the typical negatives of don't eat this and don't eat that and restriction. And I think it's brilliant because by focusing on these things, you're reducing stress. When you're feeling pleasure, when you're feeling joy, you're not feeling stress, and it's the stress that's causing us to gain weight. So I think it's absolutely brilliant. One of the most revolutionary concepts I've ever seen in weight loss, that's Jenna LaFlemme, and it's pleasurable weight loss. I highly recommend that you listen to Jenna LaFlemme's session. She's a really, really engaging speaker, and I just think her program's awesome. And then also, a lot of people are asking about genetics. You know, we're discovering so many things about genetics these days that it's not so much your genetics, but what's called epigenetics, which are switches that turn on and off your genetics. What regulates those epigenetics? Is it a mental thing? Is it an emotional thing? Is it the food you eat? Is it the thoughts you think? All of these things regulate your epigenetics. And Brittany Watkins studies genetics with her partner, who's very heavily into the research of genetics and epigenetics. And she's put together sort of a program for helping you activate what she calls your skinny genes. That is, activating the epigenetics that are conducive to weight loss. Really, really good talk. While all of the speakers are fabulous, these are just a couple of highlights I wanted to mention. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to email us anytime. We'll be more than happy to help you. I hope you love the summit, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Take care.